bestie, welcome back to This Out of Fashion. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today's episode is going to be based on how to cut this lovely sleeve. It's a puff sleeve, it has a straight sleeve, it also has flare sleeve, 3 steps flare sleeve, as you can see. So all what you need to know about this sleeve, that's what I'm going to take you on this class. If you're watching for the first time, please, at the end of this class, make sure you subscribe to my channel. So let's go to the cut section. Now I'm making use of this ankara to cut it out, and my lace is there that I'm going to place my flare on, and this is what we're going to copy. Now it has a straight sleeve, it has a flare, then it has a puff sleeve also. It's a combination of 3 sleeves. You can see the puff sleeve, the straight that is inside it, and the 3-step flare. But here I'm not going to make the whole 3 steps, I'm going to make 2 steps because of my client said she doesn't want 3 steps, she really wants 2 steps. So I'm going to make that here now. So now I've cut out my straight sleeve, and here's it. This is just a simple straight sleeve. They're going to determine the length of the sleeve and the armhole wideness. So I've done many tutorials on that. You can check on my videos and learn how to cut a straight sleeve. You can see it now. So after this straight sleeve, the next thing you have to do here is to determine where the flare is going to be by cutting it, because we're going to cut everything. But before I do that, I'm going to cut my flare first using this ankara fabric. So let's go. So before we can cut out our flare, we have to know the length of our flare. You can see it's 3 steps. So I have to take the measurement of the first one, the length of the first one. The first one here is 6.5 inches. I'll be adding 1 inch of seam allowance to it to make it 7.5 inches. So the next one is going to be 5.5 inches, and the last one is going to be 3.5 inches. That means the distance will now be 2 inches distance. You can see. But here I'm just going to make the first one, which is 7.5 inches, and the last one, which is 3.5 inches. That's how my client wants it. So in case you want to make the 3 steps, this is how you're going to do it. Make it 2 inches difference. So the next thing here is to take it on this ankara fabric by folding it into 4. This is not a triangle flare, which is 180. This is 360-degree flare. It's a full flare. So you have to fold it into 4 this way. Then you have to know your radius. The radius is going to be the radius of the arm where the flare is going to be. Here I'm having 10 inches wideness. So after the 10 inches of the seam allowance, because here we're not going to cut our flare. It's a 360-degree flare. We're going to put it that way. So now I can now take my radius of 10 inches. 10 inches divided by 4 is going to give us 2.5 inches. How can I get that? I use 1.5 inches at the radius, so I'm going to take that 1.5 inches round. So by the time I take it round and take the measurement, it's going to give me 2.5. Then 2.5 in 4 places is going to give us 10 inches for our radius. So this is okay for me. I told you I'm not going to divide my flare into 2. So I'm going to join it directly to my straight sleeve. So by the time I'm done with that, I'm going to show it to you. You're going to see the way I join it. You will see I didn't divide my flare at all. So I think I could get my 2.5 inches here now, taking the roundness of the radius. So I could get my 2.5 inches. So after this, I can now take my the length from there. I'll be taking the length of 7.5 inches starting from this edge, 7.5 inches, and I'll be taking that round. So I'm taking them round now. I'm taking my 7.5 inches round. After that, I'll now connect them together. After connecting them together, I can now cut it out. So now I can now go ahead and cut the radius, then cut the length of the flare. So I'm cutting out 2 of these for both sleeves. And the next thing I'm going to cut is the 3.5 inches length, because my client doesn't want the 3 steps, she only wants 2 steps. So I'm cutting only 3.5 inches to join to this 7.5 inches. So to cut out the 3.5 inches, I'm taking the same procedure like the way I did for the 7.5 inches, but they must have the same radius. We're going to join them together. So after this, now I'm going to cut their facings, then show you the way we're going to attach it to the straight cut after cutting it out. So now we have done with the cutting of the flare. This is our flare. This is our 3.5 inches, and these are 7.5 inches. These are the facings. You can see the two facings as well. So I'm still going to cut out the straight cut that I'm going to use to make a pleat around the armhole. Then to do that, I'm going to determine where we're going to attach our flare and our straight cut. So let's determine it now. From the shoulder to before the elbow, this is the straight cut we're going to join. So from the shoulder to before the elbow, I'm going to make use of 8 inches here. Then I'm going to cut it out. So now for the straight cut they're going to use to make a pleat around the armhole, you can't just cut anyhow. You can see what I use here is excess than the length that I cut out. You have to make it excess, like 4 inches excess, or 3 or 5 inches or above. It depends on how full you want it to be. Like what we are having here now, we are having 12 inches. This 12 inches, you can see these are 12 inches. So what we're going to cut out on the armhole now is going to be 8 inches. So that means we have additional of 4 inches. So by the time we plait it at the upper part of the sleeve and plait it at where I want to cut it out now, it's going to puff out. So let me cut it straight. So like this. So the next one here is to take it from the shoulder to the elbow, where we want to add our flare to. So from the shoulder to the elbow now is now 13.5 inches. This is what I meant. This particular area where we want to add our flare to, so is 13.5 inches. So I'll be cutting it out as well now. So I don't want to chalk it out. If I'm chalking on that fabric, it should be shaking and it won't show. Those are I decided to cut it straight for you. So you can see what we're having now. So these are straight cut that is going to be here, and these are flare that is going to be here. So let me go and join on this as straight to you. So this is our straight cut. I've pleated it on the part that we're going to join to the armhole and the down part also. You can see it. You can see the way I did it. So I'm going to join the second step to it. I mean the second step of the straight cut. So after joining it, I'm going to show it to you. This is after joining the second step to, you can see now. So before you can join our flare now, we have to take the shape of the sleeve to get that length of 10 inches. Then we join our flare to it. So let me go and do that and show it to you. So now, before I can do that, I have to close the side, the opening side before, so I pleat it at that side too. There is going to be an excess of the straight cut, so I pleated it. So this is our two-step flare. That's our radius of 10 inches. Then I'm going to join it to the straight cut now. So by taking the shape of this area, then after that I'm going to join my flare to it. Then join the last straight cut of the sleeve to it. So let me go and do all this and show it to you. This is after joining everything together. This is the first cutting, the second cutting that we had our flare to. So let's turn it to the right side of the. This is the straight cut inside. This is the puff sleeve. You can see the puff area. They're going to attach to the armhole. This is the two-step flare. You can see how it is. So this is the one I've already attached to a dress. You can see how it is. You can see the puff area. You can see the three-step flare. If you're watching me for the first time, what are you waiting for? Just have to subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorials. And for those who have already subscribed, I really appreciate you guys for watching my video always. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.